Initiating moisture protocol.
Welcome to the Moist Meter, where we're all surprised a video game movie wasn't a massive pile of shit. The movie I'm talking about is Rampage. If you didn't read the title of the video, the movie is based on a game series of the same name. I only ever played the Rampage for the N64, and I fucking loved it as a kid. And this movie really captures a lot of the spirit of the game, in my opinion. There's even a few Easter eggs in there if you like to jerk off to some callbacks and cameos and such. Now, the movie story, it's very simple. An evil organization creates a pathogen. Space station explodes, which has the pathogen, and it drops 3 of them into some animals' areas right to their fucking doorstep, like a Blue Apron delivery. They inhale the pathogen, and it makes them super aggressive and super big. They start destroying Chicago, and it's up to The Rock and his sidekick to save the day. And that's really about the whole premise of the movie. They got to stop the evil corporation and stop the rampaging monsters. The movie's really surprisingly good. It's very fun. That's a word I don't like to toss around, but I can't help but toss it around sometimes because it does describe movies like this, where it's not trying to reinvent the condom here. It's just trying to deliver something that is entertaining for the time it's on screen. It's not going to make you stop and reflect, damn, what if these animals really were 500 feet tall? What would we do? What would be the protocol? I can't, oh my God, this is going to keep me up at night. It doesn't make you think on anything morally or anything, but it's just a very fun movie to watch. You're watching some giant fucking monsters destroy shit. And it's fun. And you're watching the world's most entertaining actor, The Rock. The Rock really deserves all the success he's been getting the last decade or so. The man is just super fucking fun to watch on screen. Every role he gets, he turns it into a likable role. I'm not saying every movie he's been in has been a great movie or anything, but even the movies that are bad are never bad because of him. He's never weighed down a movie. He's always been a very positive part of any project he's put his fucking face on. It's amazing. It really is, and that continues here. He's just fucking great in this movie. Dwayne, if you're watching this, you're a great actor, man. You're welcome to come on the podcast, so I can tell you that right to your face. But yeah, so the movie visually is really fun to watch too. The fights, when the monsters are fighting and blowing shit up and there's fighting and shit, everything, it's very easy to follow, unlike a lot of other big monster movies, and even the new Pacific Rim had this problem where you can't exactly tell what's going on. Transformers is the biggest culprit in fucking that shit up because it just looks like 2 dump trucks that are hitting each other. And it's very boring to watch those movies, except the first Pacific Rim, they did it well, but this one does it well too. You can always tell what's going on, and it's really cinematic. It feels like it has a lot of weight behind it. It feels satisfying to watch them fucking destroy shit and pummel each other. Really just super fun to watch on the screen. I will say, the plot isn't super great, but it's not like a focal point either. It moves really fast. It doesn't weigh you down with all the details and convoluting itself or anything like that. It's very simple, and it really just puts the spotlight on the action and, getting the monsters under control and solving that situation. Really, it was executed super fucking well, because a lot of movies have the problem where they take the focus off of that, like the new Pacific Rim, and they put it on a bad story or an uninteresting story, and that didn't matter here at all. Everything super well paced and just very nicely done. I really enjoyed it, surprisingly. That being said, I don't think it's like a go out and must see movie. So let's plug that shit into the Moist Meter. I'm going to give it a 65%. Very enjoyable, but with its obvious flaws. There's clear plot holes. Who gives a fuck? There's also some slow scenes, but who gives a fuck because it gets made up for. The point I'm making is it's not a movie that is going to be one that just leaves your jaw on the floor. It's going to be a movie where like, yeah, fuck yeah, that gorilla just hit that giant crocodile. What the fuck? Yeah. Oh shit, yeah. Just one of those type of hype up movies that are fun to watch. And that's all it aimed to be, and it did it just fine. So that's it. See ya.